Hey everyone, welcome to another transformation video. This is the Mecha Invasion GLA-01 and 02. They're loader and mixer. They're versions of Scrapper and Mixmaster. I'm going to show you how to transform them each from vehicle mode, which is how they're packaged, to combined mode, then robot mode, and back to vehicle mode. So I'm going to do them one at a time. So yeah, it's the whole process one at a time. So then I'm going to start off with loader. So I'm going to put him off to the side for now. So for him, to get him into combine mode, what you want to do here is take this piece right here and untap that. Then go ahead and bring this up right here. Just move that so you can then separate this right here. Take the fist and rotate it out, and then get the gun. If it's in there, get the gun out, which can be a little bit of a pain, but unpeg that. You close this all back up. Close this up. Make sure you retab those. You can see retab this bit, these bottom sections back to in. Peg these together. Tab it all together. Close that back up and collapse that back in and close that up right there. Retab this in right there. And then what you want to do, go right here and rotate the fist like this, and then rotate the fist down like this, and then rotate this upper part like that. And not that way, this way, like that. Got my left and right mixed up, but yeah, you do that, and there you go. That's the arm mode. It's pretty straightforward, actually, to get the arm mode. So to robot mode from here. Just straighten that back out, rotate this back, rotate the fist like this, so look like that. Then up here, what you want to do is untab these front wheels like so, and like so. Unpeg the untab the legs from here, the bucket from each other, and unpeg the legs from this central bar piece, like that, and then straighten them out, like that. And like that. And straighten the feet out as well. Take this bar piece and go and collapse that in. It'll just kind of wedge in there like that. Then down here at the feet, what you want to do is rotate them each 180 degrees. Then this panel right here, flip this around. There's a tab here which will go in the little slot right there. Just do that. That'll fill that in. And same thing on this side. Bring this around and have that in. That'll fill that in, like so. Go ahead and bring those wheel bits down. Coming up right here. And then up here, what you want to do is untab the cab piece right there, and then bring these up right there. Untab this back piece right here, like so, like that. Up here, you want to take this fist here and rotate it back in, and then rotate that piece down like that, so it sits like that. You want to bring the head piece. You want to bring the head out of the cab right here. And then you want to go ahead right here on this hinge. You want to bring it up, and the cab will go over the top of this thing. There's a little, you can see there's a little tab right here, which will go in that little slot right there. They'll kind of, and get that all situated, and that should. I'll go in right there, and then that will slot in right there like that. And just gonna sit right there like that. So you can go ahead and rotate the waist 180. Like that, and up here at the arms, what you want to do, go ahead and rotate this piece right here like this and collapse it down. And then see this, rotate this piece in like this and collapse it down. Rotate the fist out, like so. Then bring them down on the hinge. Bring it down and rotate it forward. Then rotate the bicep sole right there. Rotate the bicep sole right there. And there you go. There is loader in his robot mode. Pretty straightforward. And to get him back into vehicle mode, so once again you go ahead and rotate the arms of the biceps like so. Rotate the bicep like so. Bring it back. Bring that back. Here, bring this up right here, and then fold this out and rotate it around like that. Bring this up right here, rotate this out, and rotate it around like that. Rotate the waist 180 like so. Untab the head, and then bring the cockpit back. Then collapse the head into the cockpit. Make sure to, move in such a way that clearance is in there. And then bring the fist back out like this. At this point, if you want, you can take the gun here and it's that peg hole. You might have to move the fist out of the way. Like I have to do this just for my own sake, my own clearance. Yeah, go ahead and get that this pegged into there, which is probably the most annoying of all of them to get this pegged in. Yeah. Get that pegged in. Yeah, go ahead and put that fist down if you moved it. Right here, go ahead and tab these back in. This thing right here, I tab it back in like that. Get that all lined up. Get that tabbed in right there. Tab it up here. Tab that all in. Yeah, bring down the fist. Yeah, bring the fist down like that, and then collapse this in like that, and this will tab down like that. There, that'll tab in right there. Bring this cockpit back, and this will tab in right there, like that. Bring this down a little bit. Now, right here at the course of the foot, you go ahead and take this panel and rotate it back and make sure it's flat against that right there, and then rotate this around like that. Same thing right here. Untab that and bring it around. Make sure again it's flat against there. Like that, and then rotate this around. So the other way. Bring this little bar up right there. Then bring the legs up right here. Yeah, at the hip joint, bring the legs up, and then re-peg it into the bar. You can see right there. Just peg that in there, and peg that in on this side too. Make sure to peg it in, and then of course also up here, make sure to tab this all to tab and peg the bucket together as well. Then fold it at the knees and fold it at the ankles. Might come untabbed in the process. Hold it down about to there. So retab the front wheels. Yeah, retab those into the sides of the legs. And there you go. There's Loader back in his vehicle mode. So yeah, pretty straightforward. Not a whole lot of difficulty there. So putting him off to the side, and we're going to now focus on Mixer. It's also pretty easy. First thing, to get him into combined mode, go ahead and take these gas tanks and untab them and slide them out like this and rotate them around so they're sitting like that. More or less, and kind of push them back in so they're kind of just, the friction from the rubber on the tires just kind of holds it in place. Same thing on this side. Untab this, rotate this around, and slide out, rotate it around, and push it back in. Here at this bit, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and bring it out a bit so you can then, you want to bring it out enough so you can split this and get this gun out of the way, and then retab this all together right there. And don't knock that piece off like I just did. And retab that all back in. What you want to do here is then raise the mixing drum up, and then bring this thing up, and this will kind of go over top of that thing like that. Raise the mixing drum up, and then what you want to do there is go ahead and rotate this right here, and rotate it right here like that. So yeah, this centerpiece like that. Then you want to open up the mixing drum. Actually, you want to rotate it around like this. Open up the mixing drum right here. You can see there's the hand. Get the hand out like this. Get the hand out like that. Close up the mixing drum again. Collapse it down. It'll retab in. I'll retab in right here on the back of the truck. Make sure it's fully tabbed in like that. Then right here, this thing right here, there's tabs right here that go into little slots right there. And there you go. There's Mixer in his arm mode. And again, pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward. So, yeah, getting him into his robot mode from here is also pretty straightforward. Yeah, make sure that's the collapse up. Then untab the hand from there. Untab the mixing drum. Bring that up, and then rotate the hand. And you might have to do some finagling, get the kind of looking like the hand looking kind of like this, and you want to bring it into the mixing drum, and it'll collapse it. Close up. Yeah, kind of push it in as much as possible, and then collapse that up right there. Go ahead and rotate this back around like that. And just kind of leave it sitting there for now. Down here, you want to go ahead and untab that, and then separate the legs and extend them out like so, and like so. Send them out like this. And then right here, there's a little slider on the thigh. If you can see that, the slider, just slide that over like that, and then slide it over like that. It'll peg in right there. And then what you want to do is come in here. There's a little black piece, little black L piece. You want to bring that out like this, then bring the foot down, then rotate this in, make sure it tabs into the back like that, and then bring this down. This will lock that into place. And then right here, you want to go ahead and bring the, on the bottom foot, you want to bring the heel out like so. And same thing on this side. Again, this little black L piece, you want to bring that out. Rotate the foot down. Rotate this in and tie that into the back of the leg. Bring this down to lock into place, and then bring out the heel like so. And then that's the legs done. Bring this up. From here, what you want to do is then rotate this upper piece like this. You want these to be lined up, and then you go ahead and rotate like this, so that the lower piece looks like that. Then from here, you want to go ahead and untab the back bit of the truck from it, like that. Bring them up on this. There's a panel here, so you can bring them up on that panel. Yeah, rotate it up on that hinge panel. Bring this down. This will tab in over top of that. Then go ahead and here, take the fists and rotate them up like that. Bring them down. Yeah, bring the arms down like so. And then finally, take this, and this will come up, and this will just tab in behind the head like so. And there you go. There's a Mixer in his robot mode. Again, very straightforward transformation. And of course, taking them back, you go ahead and take the mixing drum here and untab that, bring that back. Rotate the arms up and around like so. Make sure they're straightened out. Rotate those up. Again, up here. Take the fists and fold them in like that. Collapse them on the right there, and then get this panel untabbed, which on mine, this panel tabs in really good, so I have to kind of sometimes do a little bit of wiggling to get it to loosen up a bit so I can actually untab that, which it's a pain. So yeah, it tabs in really good on mine. It doesn't so well. I often have to take a spudger and do this. So yeah, bring that up right there, and then go ahead and tab the collapse the arms fully in, and then the arms will tab into the sides of the silver piece, and they'll tab into the hand will tab into each other as well, like so. They'll tab in. There you go. So. And down here at the legs, of course, again, take the heel and collapse that in. Rotate this L piece out. Rotate the front of the cab out. Rotate the foot up into the cavity there, and then bring this back down to lock that in place. Again, rotate the heel in. Bring this little L piece out. Untab this and bring that out. Rotate the foot up and in, and bring this down to lock the foot into place. And then, if you had to do that, make sure the legs are straightened out. So right here, slide the lower half of the thigh in, and slide the lower half of the thigh in. Right here, if you want to put the gun in right here, make sure that these little tabs right here, these back tabs will go into little slots on right here on the gun. And you feed it through. You feed it through here and just tab the feet together, essentially with the gun right there like that. And go ahead and rotate this. Then rotate the waist around like that. And then at the hips, bring it up. And then collapse it down at the knees. And these tabs right here will go into little slots in the back of the cab. Like that. And the last few steps you want to do right here, before you bring the mixing drum down, you want to take this black piece right here and move it, rotate it down like that. And then bring the mixing drum down like this and tab that in right there. And then go ahead and rotate this around, and this will then tab in right there to the cab, like so. And rotate this around, tab it in the cab like so, and there you go. That's Mixer done. Which means we are now done, and that's both of them complete and ready to go back in vehicle mode. So, yeah, both of them very easy to transform, but considering I did already did transformation videos for the rest of them, might as well just finish it off for these guys, right? So, hope that was helpful. If you didn't already figure it out yourself. Yeah. I think the biggest thing is just simply, the only big thing I would say watch out for is a mixer, that silver panel that tabs in really securely for robot mode, and also you have to make sure to get the combined mode hand in the very specific orientation for it to collapse in the mixing drum easily. So beyond that, and also on loader, getting the gun pegged into place can be a bit of a chore, because, at least for me, because of finger size or something, but yeah. Other than that, very straightforward. So that's it for this video. I hope you found it informative. I hope you like, comment, subscribe. Check out my social media down in the description and at the end of the video. Check out my coffee and my Patreon. I just hope to see you in the review.